Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is to announce she is running for president on Sunday, various U.S. media report. Ms. Clinton is expected to make the announcement on social media. The 67-year-old will then travel to Iowa and New Hampshire, two early primary contests in the 2016 race. The former First Lady previously ran for president in 2008 and is already considered a strong contender for the Democratic presidential nomination. Ms. Clinton is expected to release a video outlining her campaign themes but will put off a large, formal speech. She recently faced criticism over using a private email address to conduct official business as Secretary of State and having personal staff decide what emails should be given over to public records. Ms. Clinton was a politically active First Lady during her husband's 2 terms as U.S. President and then served in the U.S. Senate for several years. She lost out to President Barack Obama during the 2008 Democratic presidential primaries. Mr. Obama later named her as Secretary of State, a position she held until 2013. 2 major Republicans, Ted Cruz and Rand Paul, have formally announced their campaigns, but many more are expected to run, including former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, whose father and brother were both president. Another Clinton-Bush election, the first was won by Ms. Clinton's husband Bill in 1992, would revive the debate in the U.S. about powerful political dynasties. The Democratic field looks more narrow than the Republican one, but Ms. Clinton could face former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley and possibly Vice President Joe Biden. Many in the left wing of the party are urging Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren to run. But she has repeatedly said in media interviews that she is not running for president. 2016 runners and riders. Only Cruz and Paul have formally declared, but here are some names to watch. Early Republican frontrunner is Jeb Bush. But New Jersey Governor Chris Christie could battle Bush for the party's center ground. Darling of the Tea Party is Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Firebrand liberal Elizabeth Warren is championed by many in the Democratic Party. Libertarian Rand Paul has his supporters, and enemies, among Republicans. Hillary Clinton will have learned much from her failed campaign of 2008.